Sairam, Shunya Gita, page number 15. Assertion, assertion 12. So far what we have gone through is from 1 to 12, 1 to 11, starting from there is nothing, there is with a pause, nothing. There is something which occurred from nothing. The one that occurred from nothing is a witness, the Sakshi. Nothing is from which everything occurred. Sound occurred first. The sound which occurred was Aum. It's that sound Aum which took a pattern. The pattern started revolving. The revolving was within the sound that occurred. The pattern in which the sound revolved was Auma, right? So we have come till about the 11th assertion. Now we start with the 12th. The revolving sound created energy. The assertion number 12. The pattern which occurred started revolving and there began the energy. Here we have used the word created because energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. However, there is something which we need to refer to. There is an origin of anything. We are also believers of law of eternity, not just the energy. Everything is eternal because everything originated from the eternal space of nothingness. However, here, for a lack of better word, we've used the word revolving. The pattern which occurred started revolving and created energy. The seeker needs to understand the beginning of everything. Like everything in this world, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. As per the philosophy of Shunya Gita, not just energy, nothing is created and nothing is destroyed. Everything with a physical reality changes its form from time to time. That eternal change of the physical form, which is comprehensible to the human eyes and the sensory system, is created. But when it disintegrates, we feel it is destroyed. In reality, everything is the eternal change or transformation from one form to another. Nothing is created and nothing is destroyed. Everything changes its form. So the only thing which is true is nothing. Thus, the energy we are talking about right now emanated from sound. It's something which is trying to Shunya Gita is very trying as much as possible to get close to science. Science and logic is the foundation of Shunya Gita, as well as the Avadhuta Sampradaya. If we are Avadhutas, we have science and logic as our, two eyes with which we look at things. Now, let us say sound is the source of energy. Science has stated this without any doubts. Sound, still there is a debate whether sound is a wave or a sound is a field. We don't know. Science itself is debating. Sound waves, sound field, whatever. Now, sound creates energy. The source of that first primordial energy is sound. The sound, which is the origin due to which the energy got created. For a lack of better words, we are using the word created. That sound is the source of the primordial energy. Now we take a side step in this assertion where science says energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Shunya Siddhanta or Shunya Gita, based on logic, says nothing can be created, nothing is destroyed. Nothing is created and nothing is destroyed. The whole theory of creation is put to rest. Also, in one of our previous assertions, we have said theory of evolution is also inconclusive in our point of view because we have no answers for many questions. We are not challenging theory of evolution. However, we are asking a few questions. So we are resting both a theory of creation and theory of evolution, and we are sticking to our central path of theory of occurrence. Everything is occurring on its own. There is nothing which is not in a state of occurrence. When we say, Avadhutas say, that nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. As we go forward, it further explains. It dives deep into that subject. However, let us talk about the worldly realities we live in. Now we feel that the birth is the beginning, death is the end. Let us understand. The birth has occurred because the union between a male and a female of the species have come together, due to which, okay, let's talk about the human birth. So there is a fetus due to the union of the male and female. And the sperm and the egg has occurred because of the food that has been consumed. Blood transforms into that. And due to that union, there is a fetus. Now, the mother who's carrying is whatever the mother is consuming is getting into the fetus also, part of it, the energy, whatever nutrients, protein, or whatever is required for the fetus to grow is being drawn. And the source of that is food that the mother, the lady eats, the air that she breathes, the water that she drinks. So that is what part of it is condensing. In other words, it is integrating in the fetus. And there is after 9 months, the child is born. Only thing is the umbilical cord is cut. But for the sustenance of the child, its health, its growth, its life, consistently, now the mother feeds, it breathes on its own, the child, the infant. Subsequently, it becomes big by consuming everything. So what actually is happening logically in our interpretation? Logically, all the elements are getting integrated. The water, the air, the earth, the fire, and the void. It is getting integrated in a form, in one physical form. So that starts growing. cell divides itself, and the source for the growth is the food and air and water and the fire warmth that we get from the nature. So that what is happening, part of whatever we consume is digested, and that is converted into fats, energy, whatever, blood. So that the body is growing, whatever is not required is digested and excreted out. So integration is happening consistently. Due to the integration, there is a growth. Now, upon the demise, when, okay, optimum size of this physical, I am strictly talking about the sthula sharira. I'm not talking about the mind. I'm not talking about the conscience. I'm not talking about the soul, nothing. I'm just saying the sthula sharira is expanding. That expansion or the growth of the physical body is because of integration of elements. Someday, the demise happens. Who, exits the body is not what I am talking about. Let's say body stops functioning. So when the body stops functioning, immediately or within a short period of time, the elements disintegrate. So elements are integrating and disintegrating. That's all is happening. Strictly physical occurrence that is happening in the world. We are talking about only the physical body right now. We are going by the theory of or the philosophy of integration and disintegration, which is the only consistent thing. Water evaporates from the demised body, diseased body, sorry. The fire element has left. The void starts shrinking, collapsing. The earth element is disintegrating. The water element is gone. The air element is also gone. It's just transition. It's transcending integration from conception to the delivery of the child to the growth, and upon the demise, the elements disintegrate. So this is what is happening to the body, any body, humans, animals, anything, any living thing. And non-living things, due to the human intervention or due to the intervention of the forces of nature, that is also integrating and disintegrating. It is always changing its form. Everything is integrating and disintegrating. The rock, non-living thing, let's say, for example, I'm not talking about the living things that we have discussed. You make iron after 100 years, 200 years, 1,000 years, or 1,000,000 years. It's broken, it gets rusted, it starts, it becomes powdery, and it gets into earth. Again, someday, somewhere, a concentration of iron ore, again, it's integrated, iron is made. Likewise, everything, once the tree is chopped, the life force has gone out of the tree, or when the tree dies, again, all those elements are disintegrated. Living or non-living being in this whole universe is a subject of integration and disintegration. Integration and disintegration. Logic. Based on science. Pure. So what is being created? You say that you have manufactured an automobile, after a use of 10 years or 100 years or 50 years or 60 years, they rip open, they crush it, and then all the elements are disintegrated. And it changes its form. You melt the metal and use it, reuse it, or whatever, it's changing the form. So the consistent thing which is happening, I just gave an example of two things, one living and non-living thing. So nothing is created, nothing is destroyed. Everything is in the process of integration and disintegration, integration and disintegration. And every single thing that is tangible or non-tangible, every single thing, whether we call it energy or whether we call it as, mass, we call it as anything, has all originated from Shunya. Shunya is the source of everything. Shunya is the source of the conscience. So the theory of integration and disintegration is what the Shunya Gita's 12th assertion talks about. Everything is eternal. Nothing is temporary. Everything in this world is transcending. Everything is consistently changing its form. The amount of skin that we shed every day is something, because we sweep and mop, we won't be able to see. The lot of skin goes, and every second, every day, your body is getting a new, it's creating within. What we eat converts that into blood. The loss of cells, the excreta, the sweat, everything, moisture, the water level in the body keeps going, and then what you drink, it replenishes. Every day, even our body is consistently is being made. Every moment, everything is transcending. It's not that we have had one meal at the beginning of the birth and you won't eat anything till the end. Obviously not. So you keep consuming food, water, inhalation and exhalation of air and everything. So the consistently, even our own body is not just growing, the growth itself is called as integration. Everything is transcending in this world. I always say that the change is the only consistent thing. Everything is changing in physical realities, right? So this is one assertion, or assertion number 12. So how it started, the energy, beginning of the energy is due to the revolution of the sound. Om, 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 sound. If you recite this consistently for a long passage of time, the kind of energy which revolves in the room which you're sitting in is unbelievable. It generates heat. When it generates heat, the whole atmosphere, due to that omkara, just that omkara, the amount of energy that creates, your whole room becomes warm. Try that someday. It's not necessary that you recite. The right seed syllable, whether it is Aum or Sapta Chakras, Long, Om, Ram, Yom, Haum, Om, and then Om, 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 Om. This reverberates in your room. You already feel the energy from within and around. So that was the source. The revolution of that word, auma, is a source of energy. Right? We are not saying energy was created, but we are saying the source of energy was that ahamkara. Right? Now, as we said, the eternal change of the physical form, which is comprehensible to the human eyes and the sensory system, is created. But when it disintegrates, we feel it is destroyed. It is not destroyed. Nothing is destroyed. Everything is there. Everything is eternal. Everything changes its form. Right? Everything is originated from Shunya. Now we go to the assertion number 13. Condensed energy became matter. Energy which emanated from the sound, from that sound, was revolving and became matter. That energy was considered to be that energy was condensed and became matter. They were conjoined, inseparable, and together. Energy and matter were solidified together. Shiva Shakti. Kundalini Swayambhu. They were always together. When that energy, now the sound to energy, energy to matter. The matter in this context, what it is saying in the 13th assertion of Shunya Gita is that it condensed and it became a solid thing, an object, a matter. A matter and energy together, inseparable, they were one. Because source of the tangible or the physical form, which is called the matter, is energy. So the whole theory, how we are able to understand without becoming, PhDs in physics, just by reading Shunya Gita, is very clearly saying the whole creation, the secrets of creation, the Hiranyagarbha, and everything that people talk about is right here in a very simplified manner. Further, as we go, even the soul conscience or whatever, it's so beautifully explained here. So that solidified thing, it was not that, energy and matter together. No, energy condensed and became matter. So it is not that energy and matter together. No, it is one. We call it as Shiva Shakti, Shakti. First truth is Shakti, the energy, no doubt about it. Shabdha, Shunya to Sakshi, Sakshi to Shabdha, Shabdha to Chaitanya, Chaitanya to Vastu. Where we stand now at 13th assertion. So when the energy is one bit vibrating, you cannot differentiate or separate. Energy itself is the source of matter. So they were conjoined and they were together. We call it a Shiva and Shakti in our worshipping, the way we worship, right? They were conjoined, inseparable, and together. They are not two separate things, as I mentioned. Energy and matter were solidified together. That became a matter, the vastu. Hey, that first, the fraction, that thing. One small speck is where everything started. Physical reality started there. From nothingness, I'm so, convinced intellectually, believable. Because we have the question about the origin. And if we don't have the question about the origin of everything, then we haven't really started evolving intellectually, which is our fundamental responsibility and duty to understand. Right. So this thing, which is a live thing, vastu, source, is Shunya to Sakshi, Sakshi to Shabdha, Shabdha to Chaitanya, Chaitanya to Vastu. So that's one thing which started just emptiness. Emptiness, boundless. There's nothing. From nothing comes the witness, Sakshi. From Sakshi comes the Shabda. From Shabda to Chaitanya. From Chaitanya to Vastu. The flow of everything. Vast. Just imagine the multiple universes rest in that Shunya. Several universes are there. We are in one of the universes. In our universe itself is vast, I mean, incomprehensible vastness. But before these multiple universes with billions and billions and billions of stars, Milky Ways, planets, and so many things, it all started with one small thing, one matter in this whole vastness, one matter. So, do we say we are so insignificant compared to our own universe, compared to multiple universes? We are so insignificant. I say, you are the whole universe in such an insignificant object or one insignificant being. The whole universe is you. When you start diving deep into it, forget the whole universe. It is just a metaphor. You have to compare everything in comparison. How big is one atom in you, which you are made of, not even seeing a drop of blood? One atom in us compared to our collective existence of, let us say, you are one whole universe. You are the whole universe, one body, one human body is. In that, what is the significance of an atom? Insignificant. But it makes the whole body. Origin of everything is that one insignificant matter. Just imagine. And you comprehending the whole thing, that multiple universes, which remains in Shunya, to you as a, one being, living being. And then from within you, just keep going down, down, and down. And when you go down to the bottom of it all, you see an atom, then there is a nucleus, and then there is proton, neutron, electron. And then when you go further down, there is matter conjoined with energy. That is a living being. Because we are living being, when you put that matter into that under a microscope, there is Shunya. There is nothing. Shunya, the origin. Shunya, the end. It's not the beginning and end, but I'm just saying for a better understanding or easier understanding. Shunya, from everything originated, comes back to Shunya. It's just Shunya to Sakshi to again Shunya. You are that Sakshi. You are that witness, you are that conscience, you are that soul, or whatever you call, which is witnessing the Shunya till Shunya. The whole cycle of Shunya to Shunya. Shunya to Purna to Shunya. Purna is the physical reality, everything. From nothing to everything to nothing. The whole cycle. The one who is witnessing from nothing to nothing again to again everything to nothing. That the one which is understanding that, witnessing that, is the conscience, which is you. Aham. The Brahman. That Brahman, fraction of that Brahman is you, non-dual. You are the Brahman whom you are seeking. You are not, I'm not going to say that you are, whom you are seeking is seeking you. That's Dvaita. As an Advaita, I say, you are what you are seeking. You are seeking the Brahman who is you. You are seeking thyself. You are searching yourself, is what Shunya Gita is saying, which is acceptable, understandable, intellectually conceivable. Right? We move to the 14th assertion. Matter and energy together started consolidating. 14th assertion. As discussed, the humming sound in the universe, the emanated from energy, and from that energy came the conjoined energy and matter. That conjoined energy and matter started consolidating and created the mass. This became bigger and bigger and bigger. In the whole theory of evolution, science, or anything, for anything to grow, the cells have to divide within. When they divide and they grow, single cell creature divides and becomes two cells, and that grows, and those two cells divide and become four cells. This is exactly what happened with energy and matter, which is conjoined together. We are talking about one mass. A mass which is vibrant, energy, matter, to physical as well as energy in it. So it started conjoining. It started growing. So any growth that has to happen, the cells have to divide itself. When the cells divide itself and then it starts growing or becoming bigger by absorbing some more, and that divides itself and grows. That divides itself and grows. That is the theory. That is how it happens. Any living or non-living being doesn't matter. So that is how the chemical reactions work. When the cells divide, I'm talking about biochemistry. When the cells divide and each cell starts growing and that divides itself, but they are together, they're not separated. Then, I'm not talking about now, then, when the creation occurred, or sorry, creation is a wrong choice of words, but because we don't have the right words for that, because this is a new philosophy, not a new one, 10, 11,000 years old, but we are revisiting and reinventing it. So possibly nobody formed a word to explain what we are trying to say. So the condensation, just think, there's one cell, there's one matter, it divides, becomes two matter, right? But they are together, conjoined. They're not separated. There's one O0, it becomes two. But they are attached. This becomes 4. 4 becomes 8. 8 becomes 16. 16 becomes 32. 32 becomes 64. 64 becomes 128. Likewise, it multiplies. But it is together. Divided, but attached. Separate entities, two separate beings, but together. That is how the mass started becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. What is the source of it? Is sound. Energy, sound, mass. Everything is just becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Started with one matter, vastu. Right? That's what it is trying to say. Right? Matter and energy together started consolidating. It started becoming growing, rather. It started growing. This became bigger and bigger and humongous and humongous. Just imagine there is Shunya, Sakshi, Vastu. Source of between Sakshi and Vastu is Shabdha Chaitanya. That's it. And everything is integrated. Even Sakshi is in that Vastu. Sakshi is in Shabdha. Sakshi is in Chaitanya. Sakshi is in everything. Sakshi is also in Shunya. Shunya is in Sakshi. Everything is integrated. Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Upanishads say. There is a Ishavasya Upanishad which explains the same thing. That is said in one statement in Shunya Gita, just assertion number 14 clear. The whole Ishavasya Upanishad is explained in assertion 12, 13, and 14. The entire of it. Right? You don't have to learn Sanskrit, you don't have to learn Vedas and Upanishads, Aranyakas, Brahmanikas, and then comprehend, spend time. It is right in few words in a page. That's the grace of our Guru. Right? So the mass became so huge. So now going to the 15th assertion. The consolidated combination of matter and energy grew. This consolidated mass of matter and energy as an entity started becoming bigger and bigger. Not just those two, including the Sakshi, Shabda, Chaitanya, Shunya also. Started becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It started growing to an extent where it appeared to fill the infinite space. Akasha, which is boundless. It is not limited by any boundaries. It is just boundless. It's only the human mind which has boundaries. Space is as vast as you can imagine. There is no beginning and there is no end. Eternal. Shunya is, you can't measure Shunya. Shunya is eternal. It's not even vast. I cannot even, because if it is vast, it is vast. You can have the beginning and end of the vastness. It's not even vast. It is just there. It's just nothing. Because it is nothing, you cannot measure. How can you measure something which is not there or which is nothing? How can you measure nothingness? Likewise, if I want you to weigh something, I have to give an object for you to weigh it. If I ask you to weigh nothingness, the shunya, there is nothing. It's eternal. It's not even eternal. It is not even vast. It is just nothing. It takes a while for us to comprehend. More time we spend on this subject of nothingness. Nothingness is absolute. It's the only truth. It is not about the vastness also. You can't even compare. The whole multiple universes are just a small speck in that nothingness. We can't even say that. Because there is no beginning and end. Shunya. So when there is no beginning, there is nothing which you cannot comprehend. How can you measure something which is nothing? It tickles our intellect. It puts our gray cells to work. It makes a mess of our thoughts and minds, but that is the intent. Yes, you have to think. You have to crack it. You have to, internalize it. You have to comprehend it. The information has come, but once you comprehend this and then experience that vastness of nothingness, or there is no vastness, also just nothingness, you're enlightened. You're just enlightened then. Who is it that which is getting that enlightenment? It's a process. Enlightenment is not that something happens one fine day with a click. No, the process. This experience of nothingness is what Gautama the Buddha had under the banyan tree, Bodhi Vriksha. That day is called you are enlightened. The lesser and lesser you know, the closer and closer you're moving towards Shunya. More and more you know about lesser and lesser things is your path of Shunya Kriya. Let us say I'll draw a parallel to make it more understandable. There is a doctor who's completed his medical course. Then that entire medical course is rested aside. He becomes a specialist, a cardiologist. So he is focused on the heart. Then from cardiology, he says, I become a cardiac surgeon. So the whole of cardiology is gone. He becomes a surgeon. Then he, let us say, I'm just giving an example. Don't take it in literal sense. He says that I'll go more, I'll only do that transplants, or I will do only the, bypass surgeries or something. He's getting specialization, specialization, specialization. That in the process of specialization, you are not unlearning what you have learned, but you are learning lesser, more and more thing about lesser and lesser things. When you know that you are focused on something which is smaller and smaller, from the vastness you are going shrinking and shrinking and shrinking towards nothing. Finally, as an Avadhuta and a yogi, you will know everything about nothing. The day you know everything about nothing, you are enlightened. The process is to learn more and more about lesser and lesser things. From the whole universe, Puranas, gods, grahas, gods, several gods, Atala Vitala, Tala, Tala, Patala, Rasatala, whatever, we go below Naraka, Swarga, and every nonsense. You have gotten rid of all that. You've come to the logical understanding, the path of Gnana Bhakti Karma in Shunya Kriya, Saipanth, under the auspice and guidance of your Guru Shri Sainatha. You've gotten rid of so many things, layers like an onion, layers of onion, skin is going off from us. And finally, nothing remains. So you are getting deeper. We are traveling to understand more and more about lesser and lesser things. Unwanted things are getting warded off. That is the one which is called as walk within. Walk within. What do you mean walk within? Travel within. What does it mean? Is this? When you are understanding more and more about lesser and lesser things, your travel is intact. You are leaving everything which is not required. Your travel is perfect. I quote Yajurveda. When I knew nothing, I was in darkness. When I knew everything, learnt everything, I got into a deeper darkness. All the knowledge, all the belief system, all the fear, anxieties, all the Arishad Vargas, the Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, the possessions, the love for the physical body, love for appearance, everything is going. Inevitable truth, which is death to the body, is being accepted. So what are we going to do? Answer to 5 questions. Who am I? 6 questions, sorry. Who am I? Where have I come from? What am I supposed to do? Why am I here? Whom do I belong to? Where am I going to go from here? Just that 6 questions will remain. Then answer to all these questions. Who are you? Shunya. Say Sakshi. Where have you come from? From nowhere. You are always here. You are never going to go anywhere. Everything is you. What are you supposed to do? I quote Ramana Maharshi. A sadhaka comes and says, Ramana, I'm ready to walk towards, salvation. What should I do? Ramana said, Sumaya, be quiet, do nothing. What am I supposed to do? When you do something, your karma begins. Whom do you belong to? The self, the Brahman. The Atman, that you don't belong to anything, that is Dvaita. All the answers are in Shunya Gita when you start diving deep into, right? So this 15th assertion, that consolidation, combination of matter and energy grew, right? So there is nothing, space is as vast as you can imagine. There is no end to imagination. That's the only thing which you can use to comprehend something. Vastness, eternity. It's just nothing. Uncomprehendable. But the one who is comprehending that is the Aham. That Aham itself is the Brahman. That Brahman or that Aham is you. That's it. You are enlightened if you can absorb and understand this. Right? So we stop at this 15th assertion of Shunya Gita. We will take up the next, the 16th, subsequently. Thanks for your time and patient hearing. Sairam.